ladies and gentlemen.
It's the 1000th episode of the Dawn Patrol!
Cut Spencer, it's not 1,000 episodes, it's a 1-year anniversary, pal.
What? What was that?
It's a 1-year anniversary for the Dawn Patrol. It's not 1,000 episodes. We're gonna have to back it up and do it again.
I was told it was 1,000 episodes. Isn't 1 year anniversary the same thing?
No, Spencer. You can have like 10 episodes in one season that could take a whole year. It's not just 1,000 episodes, bud.
Wait, who's wasting time making only 10 episodes for the entire year? That's just stupid.
We're gonna have to back it up. Let's try it over. Back it up. Everybody in their places. On 3, 2.
It's the 1 millionth episode of the Dawn Patrol!
Spencer, no, cut. 1,000,000 episodes is higher than 1,000, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Then why are you out there saying it's the 1,000,000 episodes? It's a 1-year anniversary. We're guests on the show. You can't just make up episodes and start to try to take it over, bud.
All right. We'll do it again.
Everyone in their places, back it up.
Back it up!
3, 2.
It's a 1-year anniversary of the Dawn Patrol!
All right, bring on the cheerleader.
Give me a D! Give me an A! Give me a B! Give me a D! Give me a P-A-T-R-O-L! It's the Dawn Patrol! It's the Dawn Patrol! Give me a D! Give me an A! Give me a B! Give me a D! It's the Dawn Patrol! It's the Dawn Patrol!
Cut! You know, you're spelling it wrong. You're spelling the name of the show wrong.
I don't know. Who gives a shit? It's the Dawn Patrol. Nobody watches.
That cracks me up. That's better. That cracks me up every time I see it.
I know, me too.
I like when he goes, back it up. Back it up!
Yep. That's the background stage hands. And of course, who gives a shit? Nobody watches.
Who gives a shit? That was the alternate title suggested for this show.
Who gives a shit?
That and we do it for ourselves.
Who gives a shit? Yeah. How we doing?
Doing
All right.
great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why? Why good?
I'm off I had from August 3rd until August 7th, I was at a convention for some stuff, and I'm just happy to be home. I was doing audio video work, and let me tell you something. People suck, and their advice is awful.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
Most guys know that, which is why we never ask for directions.
Right.
Because we know that most other guys, even if they don't know how to get there, will still tell you shit. And so we know that their directions are just as shitty as ours would be, so we don't listen to them.
Just make a left. Yeah, I got feedback on the closed captioning. Big feedback on the closed captioning. It would have been better if it was up on top instead of on bottom.
Like in the opera.
Yeah.
Which,
anytime you can let letters cut off somebody's face when they're speaking, it's so much better than having it down here.
Right. Understood. Yeah, that's true.
But I'm happy to be home.
Well, that's
home is happy to have you.
Home is where we are.
I left my cat and gave him extra food and water. And that's always the best, because the first night you get home, he actually gives a shit you're there. Wow. And then tomorrow he just goes right back to who cares.
Sounds like something out of the Freak Brothers.
I've never left. Yeah, I've never left a cat. Wow, I would never. I would be worried the whole time.
They're pretty independent, man. Like, you give them extra water and extra food, you just clean out the litter. And
are they though? I mean, sort of. I don't know. I'm not sure. Particularly my cat. One of my cats likes to go out, so he's used to going in and out.
No,
so he doesn't know it. He one cat uses the litter box, but the other one he has no clue what that's for.
My cat's fine. He's been sitting in the corner for an hour and a half, just staring at the wall. He's doing just fine.
Is he?
No.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
There he is.
Where? I didn't see it.
Can you see
the
him?
cat? Oh, I see. Yeah. There it is. Okay, there's the cat. All
Yep.
right.
Still
Cool.
alive and moving.
Good. Well, those are the best kind. Whew.
How much for the dead cat?
Well, how about you, Steve? Did you go to any
Oh,
conventions?
I'm absolutely enthralled with this conversation. It was, that conversation was so stimulating that I didn't even want to stop it. And you know that I stop conversations. So please, I believe me, I have nothing worthwhile to inject compared to that.
Worth and while are two words that never find their way together on this show.
So please, how old is your cat, Alex?
He's 6.
6. No, I'm sorry. He's 5. Oh.
And how old is your cat, Tom?
Are we really going there?
Yeah.
Cat conversation?
I feel like the Guy Fieri of Animal Planet.
Guy Fieri of Animal
Planet. Are we talking about our cats?
Yeah. What's your cat's name?
I have 2 cats.
Well, you call them the same thing?
Meatballs. Get over here, Meatballs.
Which one's meat?
I call them both the same thing. I call them both, get down from there. Oh, yes.
Wow. And
I'm not talking about my cats. I'm not talking about my cats.
Alex, what kind of a cat is that? What breed?
A black one.
A black one. Well, that's not a breed. What?
There we go.
What breed do we have?
He was a rescuous from the Storus.
I thought they were extinct.
No, this one's still.
Well, that's good.
Still going.
That's good.
We should just drag this out for the entire hour.
That's what I'm trying to do. What do you feed him? Are you a Purina person, or
I found science diet.
From scratch?
Science diet's the best for him. I'm not gonna make his food.
No.
Well,
Tom, do you bake anything for the cat?
Rarely. Rarely.
What do you feed yours, or do you let them forage with the alligators?
I used to give my cat.
I'm not talking about my cats. I have not reached that point.
God, I am that bad. I'm that lonely.
It's fine. You showed us your cat. I'm glad we saw your cat.
Okay.
This is not on you. This is on Steve for doing this.
This is completely on me. I am actually taking the plane and pointing it downwards. The gradual decline it normally.
You're not even doing it gradually at this point. You're just like,
well,
90 degrees in.
I would tell you about my cat, but I don't have one.
No.
If you did have one, what kind would you have?
Excuse me?
If you did have one, what breed would you have?
Mountain lion.
Okay.
There you go.
What were you going to say, Steve?
I want that thing's litter box to become a conversation piece.
Did I stop your conversation stopper? I'm sorry.
He stopped the stopper. Holy mackerel!
He blocked it.
What a twist on National Raspberries and Cream Day.
Oh, nice squeeze in there, Steve.
It's also national. It's also National Lighthouse Day.
National Lighthouse Day?
Lighthouse Day. So if you happen to live near a lighthouse or even a heavy one, you should go and you should pay it its respects. But tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is National CBD Day.
Oh. All right then.
Like CBD oil and stuff?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, like gummies and vapes and stuff.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's
It's national. Of course, that evening will be National Pizza Evening.
You mean or
National Potato Chip.
it could
Excuse me?
stand for National Cat Bath Day.
okay.
You know, where you
Oh,
give your cat a bath.
We're really doing the cat thing, huh?
well, it's also, believe it or not, National Sneak Some Zucchini Onto Your Neighbor's Porch Day.
That was
Okay.
a big holiday growing up. You know,
Mhm.
I remember we had our.
Remember sneaking the zucchini?
I do. Well, in school we
That
didn't
might
have
be why you just have
zucchini.
a cat there.
We would cut up thin strips of green paper and make zucchini spaghetti on a plate and like sneak it under teachers' desks. You
Wow,
don't
how
remember
sad.
doing that?
No, didn't do that.
I went. I did.
Oh,
No, I went to I went to a Catholic school. The last place you're going to in a Catholic school is under a desk.
Unless
okay.
you're with a priest.
Yeah. Tomorrow is also, believe it or not, besides zucchini and CBD, it's also National Frozen Custard Day.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh,
how many
that's
days
when
could
he
it
was
be?
staring at all the Indians coming at him, and he
not
just froze.
Custer, not Custer, custard. I'm
Oh,
assuming. I'm assuming it's not frozen custard
same
day.
General
George
Custard.
Custard.
Yeah,
The Indians ate him alive.
yeah.
And of course, August 9th, what only to follow the Frozen Custard Day
Mm.
would be National Rice Pudding Day.
Wow.
Hmm. Can't joke about that. Rice
No,
pudding's too good.
it is. It's.
Well,
Is it?
Mm.
Okay.
does your cat like rice?
Mine? My
No.
cat or his?
No, you're not talking about your cats.
That's right.
So I'm not
No.
asking you. I'm asking Alex, because Alex is a
Uh,
nice guy, and he's willing to tell me. He's willing to
my
tell me
cat does
about
not
it.
like my cat does not like rice or any vegetables. He is a meat cat. He likes meat.
Did you say mean or meek?
Meat.
Meek. Oh, well, they're the best kind of cats. Meek cats.
Yeah, they are.
My aunt had a cat, and was for some reason the cat didn't like me. Because the cat was no different than anybody else.
It's a very human thing. Yeah.
Well, they're similar to their owners, Steve. So
I see.
You probably shouldn't like take a cat like on a date,
No,
like on
not
your
at all.
like on
Not
your
at all.
first, like if you're just starting to date.
even if it's in a backpack with like a little bubble so we could look out and stuff.
I don't think so. I think it's a bad idea. I mean, I think there are do's and don'ts.
Yeah, I only wish that I had instructions back then when I was dragging my cat around with me to tell
Yeah.
me that was the reason why I couldn't get a date.
Oh,
Do
is
they
that
have
it?
I need tips. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I'm terrible. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know how to.
Well,
How to date.
I got that for you.
All right.
Yeah. Somewhere.
You got to plug in the female.
Bringing your cat on a date.
I'm keeping it clean.
Let's see.
What's this?
I wish I was taller.
There
There we go.
There
We're
you
giving him a
go.
wedgie.
They see those are friends.
I was picked up by a couple of guys today.
Oh, and look, a real party for a change. Dave.
I gave James Bedecker a hand job at the last Winter Frolic.
Oh, do you think somebody might? Oh, golly, I'd be scared to death. Maybe we better go together, Cindy.
I would pop my barrettes for him.
How about it? You and your date.
How about it? We can bring our hockey sticks.
Why don't we just get a 6-pack and one of the fat chicks?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't think my short sleeves were short enough, so I rolled them up.
What's the big argument? Oh, Bill's kidding George. He says he's scared to ask a girl to the winter
Oh.
party.
I'm an old guy.
Scared to make a date, George.
I don't have anything to worry about with dates.
Maybe you haven't, but you'd be
George
wrong.
just turns around and punches that kid in the mouth for not keeping his mouth shut.
If you weren't my
First
son,
time you ever dived.
you see, it is his
Whoa! Why are
father.
you touching me? Why am I in my shorts, sir?
Did.
Okay, there you go.
After that, it was easy, wasn't it? Yeah, that's all right as far as
Wonder,
diving goes.
wonder what his pronouns are.
Different.
Sure, but you want to date someday, George.
These guys are all touching each other.
Where you know everyone.
Yeah, well,
I don't know, Coach. I kind of like
Coach,
boys.
they were a friendlier time back then.
Hmm.
He hits his head on the roof.
Diving into the social swing is a lot easier than it seems.
Ooh, did you see that? Got the
Touching
little-
him again.
Touching me, sir.
A matter too of having a little.
How deep is the water here? It's deep.
Don't even measure it with numbers.
It's
Just
so
deep.
It's so deep.
Oh, help her pick up her books. There we go. You want to go to the winter frolic with him?
You could touch my dick at the winter frolic.
Yeah, pretty good. Want to be a nice party, maybe with the floor show and all. Yeah, sure will.
We have a floor in our house. Who cares?
Huh?
Who are the
Why
two
don't you
girls
move the
talking to
camera
each
and
other?
show it to
You
us?
mean with you? Why, I guess so.
I'm twice your size.
Sure. I'll have to ask you home.
Yeah, but when I talk, it
Okay,
sounds
I'll
like
check
you
with at
talking.
school tomorrow. Fine.
We have the same
if,
pitch.
you try anything funny, I'm big enough to smack the shit out of you.
Oh, I see a ventriloquist act in their future.
Oh, yeah. Gee, Dad, what am I going to do?
There's Bill and his Wranglers.
I haven't even hit puberty yet.
Get off the phone. My bookie's calling.
Hello?
Hello?
Ellen. What are you doing Friday night?
Is your refrigerator running?
Yes? Who is this?
I'm sorry. I meant your
Bill
icebox.
Jenkins.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can?
Well, hello.
Let him out.
I was just wondering if you're busy Friday night.
Nice clock.
Why,
You know, I'm really trying to pay attention to this because, you know, at my age, I need all the fast tips I can get.
First mistake to think that everybody
Which,
recognizes his
there's
voice.
probably a better way I could have put
Second
that.
mistake, is it fair to extend an invitation without telling what it's all about?
She
Yeah.
looks like she's gonna vomit. I guess that was a resounding no.
Hi, this is a guy you know. You want to do something?
Are you still wearing that picnic table shirt?
hello?
Hi,
Hello.
Ellen. Bill Jenkins.
Oh, hello,
Oh, hi, Bill. Didn't I just talk to you?
What's new?
Say the
Yeah, it's called a redo,
party in
honey.
the community house Friday night.
Is this the same guy?
Go with me?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, thanks. That sounds like a lot of fun.
My dad has me whoring out on Fridays though.
I don't know.
Well, why
Trying to pay
didn't
the
you tell
bills.
him that yesterday?
I suppose so.
Hold it.
Oh,
This is getting
very,
embarrassing for
very,
both of them.
very strict old lady.
They don't know.
Yeah,
how to
see?
stop.
You're not going anywhere, see?
The rule here is
Blah,
everybody
blah,
declines to
blah,
accept
blah,
an invitation
blah.
briefly and then says goodbye.
Wah, 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 wah,
If
wah,
Ellen
wah,
is
wah,
delivered,
I have to be home by 11 to 12.
Okay, no tongues.
Hello?
Hi, Ellen. Bill Jenkins.
Oh
hi,
Jesus
Bill.
Christ! Another call? This
Ah.
guy's calling way too much on the first day.
Yeah, but he's sacking that shirt.
Oh, yes,
This is
that
intro to
sounds like a lot of
stalking.
fun.
The party starts at 7:30.
Hey, I'm seeing you're not doing anything because I'm staring in your bedroom. Do you want to go to the winter frolic with me?
Bye.
What do you
Hey,
say?
hey, sorry, you just hung up with you. It's Bill Jenkins again.
Bill is well
He cleans up nice.
Yeah.
His next
This
problem
is
what to say
when
he gets to Helen
kids were
Keller.
respectable.
Bill
Now I'm gonna
knows
bring my dad's Luger with me, so I know I'm getting some.
How do you do? I'm Bill Jenkins.
Uh-oh.
I've come to call for Helen.
Oh, yeah?
Nice
How you do,
start.
Bill?
Oh.
Now let's do it
You like
Come here.
gladiator movies, Bill?
I was just about to.
You like my new dress?
You ever been to a Turkish
That
steam?
was a natural.
Hi, I'm Bill Jenkins. I came to call for your father.
Do you like movies about gladiators?
Helen slipped up
Your
on
mom's
the-
sure fat.
The rule here is
Boy,
that
Bill,
every
do you
person
drive a
always
B-52
presents
to work?
Well,
Mother, this is my friend, Bill Jenkins.
well, they say you end up looking like your mother. Maybe I should leave now.
Excuse me, ma'am, can I see your ankles? No, honey, I think I'm just gonna go home.
My dad killed 2 rabbits to make this collar.
Job has started
Your
a
father
lively
has more hair than your mother.
But not every boy is as lucky as Bill. Let's see how his friend Dwight is.
You didn't talk about
Dwight?
my mom's baldness, did you?
Dwight
How are you
is
going to get
not
anywhere with a
on the
name like
spot.
Dwight?
No one is being helpful.
Yeah, see? You're not gonna put your hands on her, see? You're not gonna hold her hand. You're not gonna pat her on the back, see? If
This
you kiss
family.
her, no tongue, see? None.
They don't even care that he's showing up. It's not her first gentleman caller.
It's going to be a floor show. A couple of 8th grade kids are going to get some invitations.
I'm sorry, did you see me reading the paper?
Why don't you shut the hell up?
Good topic for conversation. You may wonder what to talk about all evening.
It's a paper, not an audio book.
I thought you had a car. No.
Hi.
Here, the girl can often
Now here they are
This
playing.
is pretty dull.
Playing
We're just
two
gonna
versions.
walk.
Oh, it was so funny.
Do you think this is a good start? Hardly. What does Dwight know about hairdressing problems?
None. He knows nothing.
Now, here's a good way of selecting subjects for conversation.
This is Tuesday's game.
George is thinking
He's her game. I mean, how did they?
Hey, did you see
even-
Tuesday's game?
He's
Why,
doing
does
his
she,
hair like
why should
Jim
she
Howard.
care about the game if he can at least be interested in her hair?
I went to a psychic and they said there's going to be shootings in
George has
schools.
chosen a good topic.
That's
Mildred's
crazy,
new
isn't
dog
it?
is playing down at.
Her new puppy.
Look at this. Walking in the dark.
Here they are at the party.
You just take the coat.
There they are.
Thank
at the- Wow, they all look
Thank
like
you,
they're
Mrs.
having
Blake.
some fun now. I almost
They're
want
all-
to throw on a suit and go
Bill
to a
is
party
right on
myself.
hand to wait for
They're all wearing the same colors.
But poor Joan. Her
Up.
date Tom has committed the unforgivable error of leaving his partner stranded.
What an
What?
idiot.
One of the secrets of having a good time at a party
Is
lies
not
in
inviting a
seeing
piano
others
player.
have a good time.
Hey, wait a
Remember,
minute.
move the piano to the bathroom when they go in the
For a
bathroom.
while and just stand around.
Yeah, maybe I could find some people to tap dance to some Elton John with me.
Then the piano lid came down and broke his fucking fingers. It's a miracle.
And asking a girl to
So we're going to do this dance called the Lambada. Anybody seen Dirty Dancing?
Here's an opportunity for Pete and Morris to break up this deadlock
Boris?
to make the party fun.
What is Boris doing
Also a
there?
chance for
Where's
them to
Natasha?
their skill
And I drop vodka in punch bowl.
for party skill like dive
Come.
skill.
I'm dancing. Give me a partner.
I shoot moose and squirrel.
I actually came with Dwight. Okay, I'll go with you.
Where's the girl who's waiting for the little kid?
Make a party a success by thinking of those who are interested in other things than dancing.
Like,
Oh, God, kids. Go home.
a white lady playing stride piano.
And there she is dancing all by herself.
Trip the guy with the punch bowl and start a real party.
In 20 years, an English guy, is going to do a song about that.
There we are. Oh,
This
devil.
is the best wake ever. Seriously, I've never seen so many cookies at a wake.
Deviled eggs.
Getting home on time. This is the responsibility of both.
Could you
boys
imagine
and
how
girls
bad
alike.
that stuff would taste now if it was still around?
Oh, gosh, I better be thinking about my deadline, George. You know parents. I have to be home by 10:15 or
Did
else.
anybody-
I don't have any.
Yes, we'd have to leave right now if we want to make
Sure.
your house walking.
Oh, there's the little
I made a
guy.
deal with Bill's
How
dad
can you
for
make a house walking?
We've got at least another 15 minutes.
I don't know.
Fine.
Wow.
Maybe it's a
I love
mobile
it.
home. Maybe if it's a mobile home.
I love him. He knows time and everything.
Wait, where you going?
Bye. Night.
Good night, George. Good night, Mildred.
Bye.
Let me walk you to the door and molest you.
George sees Mildred right to her door.
My, your
Right to
dad's
the door.
pretty quiet. Oh, he's been drinking.
Mildred remembers to express her appreciation.
Gosh, thanks a lot, George.
Gosh,
I had a
golly.
wonderful time.
enough of the talk, sweetheart. On your knees.
Okay, good night.
A sexist
That's
would say.
that's her
Goodbye.
talking to him though. Like she just slaps him in the face.
And scene.
And so George's first plunge
What?
into the social swim.
Good
was
old
a successful
George.
end.
George goes back home to the half-pound
All
liver.
it required
Yeah,
was
he's,
a little courage,
Maybe he likes the other guy instead of the girl. He's bi-curious, George.
rules which are based on just one thing:
Yeah,
consideration for the feelings of others.
Sex.
Politeness comes naturally.
Oh, yeah.
Considerate.
Uh,
lack of consideration.
Now you two
can
know the
spoil our
rules.
partner's
Yep,
good
in the
time.
butt.
Planning things in
See,
advance
you
can be
throw
a
this
wise
over
move,
here,
too, whether it has to
and you
do with
shove that
wanting to
down the
talk about
thing.
it or
It's
when
still
you're
not
alone.
long enough to hang
By
myself.
following these simple rules, all dating can be
And by
fun.
following these simple rules, you still won't get laid.
But
I
at least he
found
got
that
to talk to the girls.
that was not informative. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I see the information and everything, but that was not informative.
I thought it was
Uh,
informative. I thought it was
I
informative.
I think I have to disagree with you there, Steve, because I
But do
did
tell,
find out.
please.
Well, you got to pre-plan your date. That's
Yeah.
something I learned instead of just winging it. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, but they like it when you wing it.
Do they?
Yeah, they kind of say, "Oh, I really like him. He's so spontaneous."
Yeah, I guess.
I've always found whenever I planned my date, she didn't show up. So she was planning it too.
Match.com. I was on Match.com for a while, and it's funny because the only time I would go out with people, but it was always just to like lunch or dinner or something, just to meet early on, And it's like, hey, let's go have a bite to eat, and then I get stuck paying for the check.
Yeah, we didn't have Match.com growing up. We had to fail analog.
I
Yeah,
failed digitally.
Yeah.
Al, how did you meet each other? I mean, God.
Tom, I have no idea how I met him.
Oh, I do. I remember.
How?
We were on a school field trip to some Indian
Oh,
burial
holy shit! You're right.
thing.
You were going to like Pet Cemetery?
No, it was like
it was
some
like-
Indian place in
Yeah,
Nassau
where
County.
they had arrowheads in the ground and stuff like that. Yeah, that's right.
We were like
You guys
12.
are you're from upstate New York from
No.
your youth or whatever? No.
No.
Okay.
New York. I was Long Island.
Long Island. Okay.
Yeah, there were Indians in Long Island. Yes, and we set some kind of a record for insulting one another X amount of times in an hour or something like that. It was. I think we were counting. I don't know. I don't know who started it, but
Oh my God!
didn't stop insulting one another. What's that?
I said, and from then on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy crap! That's right. The Indian trip.
The Indian trip.
The old Indian trip.
Oh boy, I'll tell you.
This is when the show's supposed to have those wavy lines, like the wavy, and then you go into a flashback.
Little harp music and
Yeah.
Hop on the Wolfhanger pulsating disco disc.
That's the one. Yeah.
So you guys, what grade were you?
5th.
Okay.
Yeah, we've known each other for a little bit.
Yeah, I had just moved out to Long Island. It was my first year in school there.
Yeah, pretty much myself too. Came from the Bronx. You came from Brooklyn.
Right.
Wow. What was it like growing up in the cities? Because I never grew up. I couldn't even imagine growing up in New York City.
You would not believe the pain and anguish, the violence, the smell of the streets. It was
just across 110th Street.
You guys who grew up with water and grass, we grew up in the concrete jungle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Never saw a tree until you were 8th grade,
No.
You just stopped and stared at it.
We had trees. We had trees.
Well, you did because Brooklyn was nice. I mean,
yeah,
the Bronx
Brooklyn was.
The Bronx was all knuckles and know-how.
Yeah, Brooklyn was a little more botanical.
Yes, it was.
It was good though. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to go out to Long Island. I thought, I was a city kid, so I thought we're moving out to Long Island, and I'm picturing scenes from Green Acres, where Mr. Haney comes and helps you dig a well or some shit. It's like, oh, I don't want to go out. Do I have to wear overalls now and have a piece of straw in my teeth? And turned out everybody out there was from Brooklyn and Bronx and Queens anyway. So.
Because see, that's when you had it different. When I don't think ever saw it that way. But when I first moved out there, it was, and this is no kidding around, Alex. The woods were like right at our border of the house.
Oh, me
Okay,
too.
I had a house that somebody made out of stones on one side of me, and a brick cabin, a brick. Listen to me, a log cabin across the street.
Wow.
You walked into my backyard and it was just woods, and you just kept walking
Yeah,
and
I
walking
remember
and
that.
walking and walking, and there was woods and trails and stuff. And I'd never seen
I
anything like that growing up in the city. I mean, it was
I
weird.
didn't imagine Long Island to be like that at all.
It
Oh,
was.
Right.
It isn't now, although some parts
Mm.
of it are. But then, my God, it was all pine
There,
trees.
there was, I remember sitting on my stoop. Well, it's not even. Well, I guess you could still call it a stoop.
Yeah, you had a stoop. Yeah.
And there was a porch in on Long Island.
Yeah, but yours was a stoop. It was a concrete
Mine was still a
thing.
stoop. So I remember sitting there and looking at thinking to myself, I just came off a block that had about 50, 60 kids my age on it, right? And I had 3 guys my age.
Thanks for moving us here.
In the surrounding area. There was nobody else on my block.
Yeah. Now, in fact, the street ended about 3, maybe 5 houses down, and then it was dirt road.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Yeah, at that time, and there were no sidewalks and no street lights. And the closest grocery store was about a 4-mile drive to Lake Ronkonkoma.
Was it like a real grocery store? Or it
was a grocery store. It was like
you went to the IGA down there?
Well, before it was the IGA, it was the Lake Coma Deli or whatever the hell it was called. And
so
you go there for everything, and they had cold cuts and potato salad and all kinds of and stuff. They didn't have an IGA there then, but yeah, it was like that. We had BB gun. We used to shoot arrows in our backyard. You could
that's how we used to. See, we couldn't afford.
Not even looking.
You'd have to. What are you looking at? There's no one there.
It was. We used to have to forage for our food.
Yeah.
We ate a lot of snake, chipmunk.
It took a while to get used to playing ball on the grass, instead of on the street. That took a while to actually playing football on a field that had goalposts. It was like, what the hell is this? But it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
because I wasn't out there with a bunch of inbred, refugees from.
We didn't meet them until we went to high school.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Ronkonkoma was very desolate. It had its heyday in the 30s as a resort.
Yes, it was a resort.
Once the resort business died off, there was. I mean, half of the houses in my mother still lives there. Half of the houses in that neighborhood were once bungalows.
Mm-hmm.
And some
for the cabin and all that for the.
Wow,
that's interesting. I grew up in upstate New York, so the reason I asked is I would go, like, our field trips were like to the Erie Canal.
And where were you?
Were you Poughkeepsie or something?
Upstate New York nomads. We're in like Rome, New York, Utica, Watertown.
Oh, sure.
Rome.
Oswego.
Wasn't Glossel's family from Watertown?
I think so.
Yeah.
I wonder how far that is from Newark, where Chase lives.
I don't know. Utica, we know Utica.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yeah. At least we drank. We used to drink Utica Club, so we know.
Well, whenever there was no Jenny Dream. I did a doo-wop show once in Utica, and it was a brutal ride. I think it was like 6 or 7 hours to get up there.
It's a hike.
And then you get up there, and it's just like there was nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. But what?
Well, I mean, as long as we're taking a trip down memory lane, which we seem to be, which is cool with me. Here's a trip down memory lane for you.
Well, Commodore Gray had a dog and a cat with a big bow wow and a little meow. They all lived together with never a spat. How in the world did they ever do that with a big bow wow and a little meow, meow, bow wow, meow, bow wow, meow. The cat and the dog had a barrel of fun with a big bow wow and a little meow. Although they were different, they fooled everyone. Commodore Gray proved a lot can be done with a big bow wow and a little meow, meow, bow wow, meow, bow wow, meow. Well, Commodore Gray often said to the crew with a big bow wow and a little meow. Though each man among us is different, it's true. My cat and dog get along, so can you with a big bow wow and a little meow, meow, bow wow, meow, bow wow, a big bow wow and a little meow.
Oh,
And
wow.
I think that sums up how I feel about everything.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I don't know what I just saw.
I have no speech.
I don't know.
If I have to listen to Commodore tell me that I could get along because he's got a cat and dog.
You have a cat?
Meow.
You have a cat, don't you?
You have a little meow.
What do you feed
I
that
got a
little
little
sucker?
meow over here.
Yeah, what do you feed that little sucker?
I used
Where
to
did
give him
you
ham, but
find
he
that?
would get a ham rock.
I don't know. Don't ask. Don't ask.
It's actually, we should actually make that our theme song. With a little meow, wow, wow, meow.
I will seriously consider it. Consider it.
That's when the show will just explode. You know, they'll have to get
With a little
they'll have to get
meow.
the pay version.
It's almost like kismet. I mean, we're talking about cats. I mean, so the whole show has an animal theme. Maybe the stars. You see, maybe the stars are aligning.
Cat was hit by a bus.
That's my cat Charlie when he was a little kitten. There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, that is.
So you name your animals people names, like Charlie or.
I guess. Yeah, sure. Yeah. What else would I call?
Mine's
What? Fluffy?
Snickers.
That's cool. I got no
How
problem with
about,
that.
well, is your other cat's name Tom?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, our mother cat's Olivia.
Okay, so now
We didn't
know-
actually name her Olivia. We got her from someone. Her name already was Olivia, but I like that name anyway. So.
All her ID said Olivia. So.
She does have a little thing. Yeah.
Alex, do you notice how deftly I got him to talk about his cat?
I know. I saw
Yeah.
it. I saw it.
Very slick, Steve.
I'm only human. A man can only resist.
A man can only deny his cat for so long.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
hilarious.
Because I am what I am, and that's all what I am.
I have a dog named Molly.
Oh,
Her favorite bone is in my arm.
oh, good. We were gonna our first dog, Maggie. We were going to call Molly, and we got her. And just before we got her, new people moved into the house next door, and they had a daughter named Molly. And we thought that'll be a little weird. We named a dog after your daughter. And
you don't want to have a parent finding their kid eating out of a dog's dish. Hey Molly, dinner.
Yeah, we saw your daughter. We really liked her. We named our dog after her.
We didn't think it would be weird or anything. So here's a seasonal Christmas card with the family.
Yes, cousin It'll be coming for dinner.
What does she like to wear? Yeah.
Does she bite your feet while you try to sleep also?
Does she want to go to the what the hell was the name of that thing? The winter
frolic.
The war? Oh, the winter frolic?
Winter frolic. Who wouldn't want to go?
Oh, who wouldn't want to go with that?
To the winter.
I mean, it's such
frolic.
false advertising because it's like nobody's going to frolic. You know what I mean?
Well, they're going to stop right before they frolic.
Yeah.
It's like BJ's, you know? You sell everything but that.
Yeah, it's exactly right. That is a very good observation. There's actually a clinical name for it. It's called Phrolicus interruptus.
I say.
So your
When they
joke
put
better.
the
I like
pinky
your
in the
joke
butt.
better. BJ's, they sell everything.
Don't frolic interruptus me.
Mm-hmm.
I could just see that BJ's. We sell everything but.
Yes.
That's great, Alex.
You're not gonna get one here.
Uh.
But I've
All
got
right.
the executive membership.
Oh, well, that's different. Speaking of interruptus.
Remember the Tin Woodman from The Wizard of Oz? He wanted a heart.
What do you want a heart
To thump and thump.
for? What would you do with a heart, sir?
I jump for joy, I jump. I'd be careful of what I eat, make sure it's proper for my heart. I'd never eat things that would make me too fat.
That's a good start.
But would you exercise?
Exercise.
Each and every day.
If the doctor said it was good for my heart, you betcha, right away.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh,
No. We're not doing him again.
Commodore Gray.
With
No.
a little meow. Oh,
See?
come on.
It's catching.
Oh, come on.
No.
Oh, who are you going to do? I'd rather see that than Mr. Lee. Hope we didn't do that.
That is true. I would too. Most people would.
I have to agree with you, Steve.
Wow. And you're his friend. He's not even here to defend himself.
Yeah, I know. He couldn't be here today.
If he wants to defend himself, all he has to do is review our show.
Oh,
Could you imagine that?
that would be something.
Okay.
It'd be about 30 seconds long. There's no crack and they're full of air.
All right. We don't have time for the whole thing, but I want to dub Mr. Lee again. So
Okay.
a little bit. He did Biscoff last week. I think we could have done it better. So
Yeah.
are you ready?
Are you
And
ready
we have
to
a
bite
real
into
one,
something?
but this is yeah. I mean, he should watch us to see how it should be done.
Mhm.
Really.
Mhm.
Let's try. Let's see if we can do this. I got to push a lot of buttons to make this work. There it is. There he is. There he is.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Oh, hang on. Wait. We don't want him talking in this one, right? So I've got to undo that. It's so complicated. You have no idea. I needed a degree to do this.
Well, we could whistle while you work.
All right, here we are. No audio. Okay, there we go. My God, this is complicated. Here we go. Mr. Lee. Who wants to start?
I guess I will. Hello, I'm back. I'm wearing orange, and I'm reviewing Biscoffs. You probably can't see the package against my shirt, but it's there. Biscoffs. These were, it's a company from Pawhuska, Oklahoma that was started in 1937. They started off by making cream-filled donuts, but they don't make them anymore. They make Biscoff. And Biscoff is so good that I had to review it. Some friends asked me about it, but I didn't do it for my friends because I really don't have any. But these Biscoffs, all you need to do is share them with people, and they'll be your friends. So what do you say we start talking about the cookie, and I stop wasting your time with all this filler? Now, I love packaging, because remember, packaging is part of what the score becomes. And this package is great. It's got letters on it, it's got colors, and it's got ends that I could open. But I'm going to keep on talking because I really don't like these cookies, and I'm lost to open the package. But I guess I'm going to have to. So,
have you ever wanted a cookie that had nothing on it? I mean, plain Jane doesn't even do it justice here. This thing, when you bite into it, chunks of it dust right into the back of your throat, and you start coughing. So they sell it on airplanes. And one day I'm going to open it, but it's just, again, if you didn't see it, it's called Biscoff, which is how you feel when it hits your tongue. You're like, I want this bisque off my tongue. All right, we're gonna open up the back. I like this because it's like a little flapper girl. You know, like you can see her little cookie vision. All right, we're gonna open it up now.
Hey, wait a
In
minute. That's not fair. He gets sound effects?
You got a harmonica.
Yeah, you were like, your harmonica kicked ass, by the way. It was like prison harmonica. Okay, so let's open it up. When you bite into this Biscoff, you're going to wish that you really, slammed into a little family of 6. Hang on. I'm going to open it up there. Oh, dust is in my eyes. Oh. There, it's got silver lining, which is what I always say. As long as you see the silver lining, then you'll have a cookie. All right. On those hot summer days, I enjoy a Biscoff with my mint julep on my stoop. So there you see it. It's all lined up in a row, almost like a machine. Put them all in one after another. There, I'm gonna dust one up my nose. It went up my nose. I'm gonna sneeze. This is not good. All right. I can't believe they sell this thing. If you want a shitty flight with Delta, you'll get it, and they won't give you too many. But who can stomach more than one? You know.
Here it comes.
There's the crack. It's an amazing crack because it's the driest cookie on earth. Let's listen again. It sounds like a sound of one man clapping. All right. Biscoff. I guess I got to eat this thing.
All right. They call these Biscoffs because it's a biscuit that makes you cough. Biscoff. Because when you eat it, it's like eating ashes. Okay. Write that down. I said that. That was clever. It's like eating ashes. Okay, I'm going to shove this in my mouth right now. I think I can't.
Biscoff cookies are not intended for eating.
Oh, I think I broke a tooth. This is really. Well, I don't know how to describe this. I don't have a big vocabulary. I'm.
Yum.
There's a lot to chew here.
Wow. Can you tell? Can you tell how much I love this? This is there are words. I wish I had them. I wish I knew some words to describe things, but I don't know them. But god damn, I know what 2 mils are. This is a cookie.
This cookie is like going to a funeral for someone that you didn't.
There's no way to describe. Maybe I could write it down.
Get me some water.
Today's National Biscoff Day.
Oh, I'm gonna write this down because I can't spit. I can't say it. Maybe I can write it.
I feel like Hooper at the end of Jaws.
Okay. I'm gonna point to you. You figure out how good this is. You do it. Okay.
I'm going to show you what it's like to write military time of 6:05. So if you're trying to do 6:05 in the Army, it's going to be tricky. 18:05.
18:05.
That is 6:05 in the Army.
Because 13:05 would be 1:05
p.m.
14:05 would be 2:05.
Well, that was worth its weight in gold.
Really?
Huh.
This Mr. Lee show is brought to you by Pepperidge Farm.
Well,
the adult cookie.
That was the driest looking cookie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a dry cookie. It was one dry damn cookie.
Have you ever
It's not like you're going to complain on the airplane when they give it to you, right? Because there's nothing else.
They'll think you're a terrorist.
Yeah.
Complain about that on the airplane.
Well, this guy doesn't like Biscoffs.
You're going to Gitmo. You're going to be wearing orange for real, Mr. Lee, if you complain about that on the plane.
I was just providing feedback.
You know, you think he would do something like like a really good cookie?
Well, he
Like what,
has.
Steve? Like a Milano?
No, not a Milano. I was thinking something more chocolatey with maybe a cream filling.
Oh my God.
You know,
Oh
I would
my
really find something
God.
like that enjoyable.
Oh my
Today,
God.
we're doing I've had so many requests for this. I mean, I can't tell you how many people DM me. Five people DM me to try to get Oreo cookies on here, and now we're gonna do them. We're doing Oreo cookies. Oreos were started in 1912, over 100 years ago, and is now the #1 selling cookie in America. It's also available in over 100 countries throughout the world. And most importantly, this is the most famous, the #1, the greatest vegan cookie in the world. Bet you didn't know that. Yep, vegans love Oreos, as so and so. All the scoring is done on the PTT, which is the packaging, texture, and taste. And scoring is done on a 1 to 2,000 scale, 2,000 being the best, but nobody gets 2,000. If you're new to this show, the highest score we've had so far is the Ritz Cracker. Ritz Cracker got a 1945, and I consider that like the creme de la creme, or the cracker de cracker, the top of the top. I don't think anybody's gonna beat the Ritz. I particularly love to take my Oreos, I take 4 of them, put them in a 16-ounce glass of milk. I crush up 2 of the Oreos and leave the other 2 whole, and then I mix it up a lot so it almost turns into a milkshake, and then you drink it. It's the best. Packaging, I like the packaging, I like the blues, I like the whites. I love the fact that they put a huge Oreo here, so when you're walking down the aisle and you see like this big Oreo on the shelf, you're like, I need that Oreo. It does say on here, which I'm also, you know me, where's my camera? Oh, you can't even see it because they made this so small. It says enlarged to show detail. As if you didn't know. As if this package held a bunch of these cookies. But that is something I would buy if it did. I would definitely buy that. If this only had like one big one of these, dude, I'd buy it in a second. Get on it. It's Milk's favorite cookie. I don't know who they asked about that, but it does say Milk's favorite cookie on here. This is gonna be my biggest problem with the product. This right here. I hate these. I hate the lift. The lift, I hate the lift, and you gotta, #1, I love the fact that you can see the whole product in the packaging. I love that, trust me, I love that. But I hate this. I hate when you're done, you gotta close it. And you gotta go like this, because what happens is if you miss a spot, air gets in. And what's the #2 rule of this show? Air is the enemy of crackers and sandwiches and stuff. Air's the worst. Air ruins stuff because the air makes it go stale. So now I've got a problem, right? I've got a package which I'm now responsible for to close properly in order for their product to stay fresh in my house. So now I've got to go make sure that I seal this up perfectly around the edges just to make sure my Oreos stay fresh. I already missed the smell because I was supposed to do the smell at the beginning, but I was so infatuated with this packaging that goes up and down like this. But the smell, there's something about an Oreo smell. I love the smell. So you take out our first Oreo. If you've ever noticed that the Oreo, if you ever look at it really closely, it says Oreo, and this is actually a patented reef symbol to go around it, so nobody can copy that symbol. The texture, it does a little, when you rub it, your fingers on it, you do get a little like, I guess of the flavoring of the Oreo come off a little bit. So not a tremendous amount, but there is definitely some stuff that comes off the texture. I love the smell of it. If we're talking crunch, let's go with the crunch. Dude, that's awesome. That was a double crunch. Did you hear it? Let's do it again. Ready? Did you hear it? It's so good. So good when it hits your lips. There is a reason that this is the #1 selling cookie in America. Like when there's a pandemic or a hurricane, or we gotta stock up for food, this is what I grab. Because if the houses are blowing down downstairs and the streets are flooding, I want to eat Oreos all day. The Ritz got a 1945, and I said that was the creme de la creme, right? This is a legacy brand. I'm smiling still because it tastes so good. You guys know where I'm going with this, right? Ritz got a 1945. I said I don't think anything could ever beat the Ritz, and here we are. 1946, top score, #1 Oreo. That's what I think. That's what I'm going with. So once again, tell me how you rate this review. What do you give me on this review? Share this video. Thank you very much.
My children, I lost my first son in war at Lexington in 1776 and my millionth in Korea in 1951. I lost my first son by automobile in 1899 and my millionth also in 1951.
Who the hell is your wife?
Took 175 years and all our wars to kill 1 million men. But the automobile has done the same job in 52 years. 55% of auto killings are due to drinking drivers. As we observe Memorial Day,
Never drink a
July
driver.
4th, 500 homes will be stricken by death and 15,000 by disabling injuries.
He looks pretty good for an old
Fool
300-year-old
themselves in
guy.
thinking that alcohol will not affect their
That's
driving.
crooked.
You can help. Never drink before or while driving. Never ride with a driver who has been drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
they should just send a bunch of automobiles over to like the next big war.
that's my takeaway. Yeah.
That must be how Uber started.
Yeah. Uber alles.
Yeah. Where's John? He's driving tonight. He's in the bathroom. Uber.
Hurry up, John. We're going bar hopping.
So, Mr. Lee loves Oreos, huh?
He loved them.
I
like
appreciate
the. Sorry.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I like his whole ceiling issue. I'm wondering how many times he's yelling that in the house, like, "Who didn't seal up the Oreo bag?"
Who's ever done with Oreos that they have to seal them up? I mean, pretty much they're one serving, no matter how big the bag is.
Yeah, I still have a pack that Nebuchadnezzar opened.
Oh, well. Those were probably Hydrox. I appreciate the fact that he didn't unscrew them. That was nice of him. Because I have no truck with people who unscrew Oreos. I'm sorry.
I thought the surprise of the double crunch was good since there's 2 cookies on each cookie.
And the double crunch because he did it twice.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had quad,
Quadio.
You don't like to unscrew the Oreos?
Oh, I hate that. I don't do that.
I'm a
Do you ever
frost.
give Oreos to your cat?
No, but I knew a cat named Oreo.
Oh. I figured we should end the show the same way we started it.
We just did. So what you got coming up this week?
Work.
Work, and then rehearsal, and then performing on Friday, which will be fun.
Oh, that's good.
Where are you performing?
Doghouse Theater in
Yeah,
Delray Beach.
The only place they let him perform.
Yeah. The only place that hasn't said no yet.
That's right.
Don't start missing this show.
No, sir.
Yeah.
That was actually a joke, but
You're right.
I've been really bombing today.
We should end the show the way we started it.
Well, Commodore Gray often said to the crew with a big bow wow and a little meetup. We'd spend among us some different it's true. My cat and dog get along
See you around,
fucking you
guys.
with a big bow wow.
See ya.
Little meow.
Pasta.
Bow wow. Meow. Bow wow.
Bye.
Big bow wow.
Auf Wiedersehen.
The little meow.
Auf Wiedersehen.